I know that's not the ideal way to address you on this such a special day, but life. Let me explain. Um, I've been in lockdown, as most of you, for the last 3.5 months. But the specialty of my case, I was isolated, far away from my family. And the flights are canceled. Guess what? Tomorrow morning, now we're recording this on Wednesday afternoon, when there's the opening ceremony of your excellent, unique conference, where I'm supposed to make this address directly to you. Hopefully I will be flying. There's still no guarantee, but most probably I will be in this very first plane from Istanbul to Amsterdam to go and see my family. So I hope you will forgive me for not being able to be in real time with you. And as you've seen, I had my haircut and everything, so I'm really ready, excited to fly. Flying, that's been something that I've been doing so often. Last year, I had 83 international flights. And when I was starting this year, when I did this yearly newsletter to our membership, some people said, are you sure? What about the footprint? And they were right. Thanks, I would say, to the pandemic, it's really the time for all of us to revisit our purpose, the way we work, and the way we bring harmony into our lives. So in that respect, this is such a historical moment that we are witnessing the establishment of EMCC Slovenia. I congratulate you. I welcome you. And I'm so happy that you made this choice to initiate EMCC in this beautiful country of Slovenia. I had wonderful times in your beautiful country. So I know, and I will be looking forward to come again one day when traveling and flying will be much easier compared to today. So you'll be hearing many things about EMCC. I'm not gonna make you a big summary of what we do and how we do, but I can maybe share some of the screens, some of the slides that I used last week at our annual conference. Key to EMCC, if I may summarize, is our approach to inclusion. We are inclusive in the way we approach our membership. We are open for practitioners, but we are not only for practitioners. We are also here for the buyers, the beneficiaries of coaching and mentoring. We are here for coaches and mentees and supervisees. And at the same time, our membership also incorporates academicians, because without evidence-based research, how can we know what we do is the right thing? So inclusion in its many shape and form is very core, essential to what we do. And as Maya Angelou says, many people talk about diversity or equity or equality, but these are all box-ticking exercises. These are all activities. Inclusion is a feeling. So what we are really standing here for, creating this feeling of inclusion so that people can really feel that they belong, they have an impact, they are seen and being heard, and they are at their best, a feeling of belonging, and at the same time feeling of being respected. So this is what EMCC stands for. We are living in a very interesting time. Let me also touch this upon, and I'm going to bring it back to what I would really put specifically on Slovenia. These are interesting times. We are talking about the decade where everything is connected. All these IoT, Internet of Things, just starting, but it's also creating Internet of Beings, people. So we're talking about a digital emotional contagion. Anything that's happened in Hong Kong or in Minnesota suddenly affects us all fundamentally. We are all connected, but at the same time so desynchronized. We don't do the same thing at the same time. The governing rule, the feeling is fear, and you will see more and more this eco-anxiety, financial uncertainty. And we are going through a time where conflicting ideas kind of flourish altogether. For example, on one hand, we're talking about resilience, always on mentality, the wellness, self-improvement, optimization, and everything. But at the same time, there is the other side of the coin. All of these things means at the same time, happiness trap, I call it, toxic positivity, anxiety, burnout, depression, not being enough kind of feeling. So I can have a longer list. But what I want to say here, EMCC Slovenia is coming to life at such an interesting time when all those big debates going on around our social lives, our personal lives, and our business lives are affecting us all together, the whole world. And at the center of all this, I see coaching, mentoring, and supervision, because these are all issues about self-awareness, about having a non-judgmental dialogue, being able to accept I'm okay, you're okay, and at the same time to create your compassion, care, curiosity, where things can matter, can make a difference. I'm not going to touch about this, but going forward, what we are really aspiring to. For EMCC, we believe that we are the trusted and respected partner in everywhere in the world when it comes to coaching, mentoring, and supervision. And that can only be happening if we can bring the harmony into our life. And coaching and mentoring are great tools. We can only reach this if we can bring harmony into our lives, harmony with ourselves, with our emotions, with our being, with everything we do, but also with the people around us, and not only with the people, with our planet Earth. And that can only happen if we can really raise our awareness about who we are and what we do. In that respect, going forward, so I will just stop my screen share. A couple of highlights. We are, as I said, in a connected world, which means EMCC Slovenia is joining our community in such a time we live link and click. So suddenly I'm with you on your screen, which means you can join any of our activities going forward. Last week, we had one of the largest coaching conference, more than 700 people, all online, all together. We danced together, we cried together, we laughed together. We had 11 networking breaks where almost everybody met with each other in smaller breakout rooms. So we created this amazing feeling of inclusion, walk to talk. The means is the message. So we managed this. So which means that gives us the courage that we can do even better. So I will invite you to be an active part of EMCC. You can join our work groups, you can join our activities, and you can also invite us for anything you want to hear about what's going on in the world. So we are at your service. So going forward, as we have discovered in many research we have done, coaching and mentoring are ranking the best investment in human capital. So we are here to create this platform for human capital development. So any topic in any part of your society, whenever you need to learn about the latest techniques about how we can invest in our human capital, I think coaching and mentoring and supervision, indirectly EMCC, will be at your service. So without further ado, I think it's time for me to go through a very historical, important moment. I'm going to try, as we do many things on online, for EMCC Slovenia. I'm so sorry. I wish you could have seen the full screen. That was actually the full program, the contract, affiliation agreement, that I put my signature, but I realized Zoom didn't capture that moment. I'm terribly sorry about it. To cut it short, welcome EMCC Slovenia. I hope I will make up for my absenteeism tomorrow in your conference. Hopefully we will have proper time to meet each other on Zoom or in real. And hopefully we'll work all together to create a better society, because our purpose statement is very clear. We exist to develop, to promote, and to set the expectation of the best practice of mentoring, coaching, and supervision globally for the benefit of the society. and hopefully our work will be also beneficial for your society. Welcome on board EMCC Slovenia.